Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us for this particular session. This is Marketing Intelligence Live. Marketing Intelligence is basically a channel that covers a lot of content in marketing and media. My name is Nikhil Kumar. I'll be your host. And let us discuss a topic today, basically, which is about personalized video based campaigns. So I'll just take you through basically how the session will be covered. Firstly, we'll have about like I'll just take you through what generally personalized video marketing is all about. Then I will take you through the types of marketing. Uh, the benefits first, so that you know what is the use and all for it. Then I'll take you through the types, basically, which are basically used currently, the types of personalized videos. Then we'll be joined by Abdul Khalid, who is a growth hacker. He will also give his views on this particular topic. And then we'll take some questions from the audience, and so that it becomes a more interesting and interactive session. So great. Without further ado, and let us start with the first thing. I'll explain to you. Basically, I'll just paint a picture about personalized video marketing. So I'll just take you through so that you know what it is. Basically, personalized video marketing is a kind of marketing where data is utilized to create a personalized experience in the brand communication. Data can be like the name, location, profession, uh, app usage, or if it's not a tech-related product, then how a person interacts with the business. And it's used to create personalized videos for this particular uh, audience. So in it, primarily you're using the technology, this kind of technology where you can add certain text or image elements in the videos. So these are taken basically from a database. So the name or the city or other details are put in the videos. So it creates obviously a more personalized experience. There are companies like Marketo and Vidyard, which have customized technologies where they specialize in making these personalized brand videos. This technology can be a little bit expensive for small and medium-sized businesses, but for the large businesses, because it's something like a new technology to get into, it is being explored. It's not done much in India. It's more in the West. They are trying it out different ways, and this kind of technology, it is the future where today everything is about video. So how you can create a more personalized experience for the particular target audience, so it feels more connected to your brand or to your business, and that will then result in uh, sales or customer loyalty. So great. So next, I'll take you through some of the benefits of this particular uh, technology. So personalized video marketing, let's go through the benefits. Okay. The main benefit, I would say, that it makes the customers feel special. You are giving them an experience where you are taking their name, how they've interacted with you, how they have used your software, whether, I mean, in which segment they are basically. So you are creating that, because one of the times where you can just make the sales pitch like that, or you have a video which is not personalized, it's mostly ad based. Uh, Today they want even more personalization than the language or the region. So there are that's where the data comes in of how they've used your app, what are the touch points that is there, what kind of consumption, what has been, if it's a content that he's gone through, if it's e-commerce, what kind of products you purchased, or services that have been taken. So that way it creates a kind of it makes the customer feel special. If they feel special, obviously, then that creates a kind of a loyalty. So at a prospect level, also you're able to convert. These technologies can be used at a prospective level also, where you're putting out videos as per the consumption. You are using ad networks also. There is that angle also in it. So even before you are converting, you are targeting in a very personalized way, and videos are created. I know in terms of there are certain apps in terms of so you interact with a certain content that attracts you to that particular app. So interacting with that content, there is a certain kind of a creative that is made, and then that is kind of served out. Like you all have seen in Facebook, when you had that person that how your year in review, so how you use the app, whatever photos you take and all this. So that helps them to convert. Obviously, it makes them that yeah, Facebook is providing, it knows so much about me, is and telling made such a beautiful short film about me or something. So obviously that creates. So Facebook then pitching a product would be more likely to convert. That's where brands and people will kind of, there's a commonality there. Then we have up, upsell and cross sell. It becomes easier if again you have that personalized experience. So the same product or services, you upselling would be that you are selling, you're ready to spend more on them, and then cross selling is some other products or services are being you can kind of utilize. So great. Let me move to my next. So we have the types of personalized video marketing. So I'll take you through them one by one, and then I'll show you a video also related to each one of them. So which are they currently? So firstly, we'll have invitation-based content. If you're inviting someone to a particular, say, an event or something, today we have all online events. How it is it creating a personalized experience? So firstly, let me take you through one particular
in Vegas and the amazing
by
influencer.
marketer. So I'll just take you through it slowly. So they had one summit, and this is very, see how interestingly they make this particular invite. So let's view this.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Marketo Marketing Nation Summit 2016.
Ready, 3, 2, 1.
Wait! We can't start the Marketo Summit keynote yet. We're still waiting for one more.
One more? Who is it? Why aren't they here?
See, so where the name comes, in that it takes it from the data. So the name, what you're saying, your name is the name of the person that will come here.
Yeah, don't they know about the amazing networking opportunities?
Or all they can learn about their MarTech stack.
There's over 100 partners out there.
We're in Vegas.
And the amazing influencers like Joe Paluzzi, Michael Brenner,
Mitch Joel, Matt Hines,
and Marketo experts like Cheryl Chavez.
Sanjay Delakia.
I was getting a...
No! Sanjay Delakia, the CMO of Marketo, was calling right now. Hello, Sanjay.
What's going on back there?
Sorry, just waiting on someone. Should be ready shortly.
Where are they? There's so much to learn about the latest digital marketing trends and best practices with the smartest marketers from around the world. And we've lined up amazing keynotes from Marketo CEO Phil Fernandez to Facebook CMO Gary Briggs to superstar Will Smith.
The Fresh Prince?
We gotta go, but we'll get them here. I'll stall. You find them. Okay, everybody, listen up.
Again, your name, the person's name would come. So this is a very interesting way they have made this particular invite, which is like a model for a lot of companies to make a personalized video like that. So because this is a very simple kind of software where you're just taking the name from that. This is a name shown there. Obviously, there'll be other kind of series that they would have where they would keep it like city based, or you can say it's a marketing summit. So if you are working in a particular, say, hospitality marketing, or you are in app marketing or something, so that is particular group it's going out to. So we are having a session within that. So you are distributing the video accordingly, and then there are more obviously customized elements that you can add to it. So I would say this is a very great example. Marketo, they themselves actually have this particular technology which can add these particular elements. Great. So we've covered the invitation-based personalized videos. Next, we'll see in a B2B context, basically how this can be used. B2B is mostly logic-based, feature-based. You have the marketing. So how you can have a personalized video Again, a little bit kind of similar where you are using the person's like a company name or something within the videos, and also we'll just have a look at this particular video.
It looks like your company has a ton of data. But is that data really giving you the insights that you need? I mean, if you're like most companies, your data is scattered in different silos and applications. So if you want to find something, you have to hunt it down yourself.
Did you see this?
That's too bad. I mean, the whole point of collecting tons of data is to give you the insights.
So there were 2 points uh, which is I think pretty apparent. Yeah. So this is the first point where your company, it will be by whatever is your company like XYZ or something. This would come here. So this is like he's reading a newspaper. So it's a part of the story also. This is very clever in which you are using that particular storyline and you have objects in it with the name of the person, and there you can have a personal touch there. So your company, obviously, the person being targeted company.
It looks like your company has a ton of data. But is that data really giving you the insights that you need? I mean, if you're like most companies, your data is scattered in different silos and applications. So if you want to find something, you have to hunt it down yourself.
Did you see this?
Here also the email of that person will come. Specifically, it will come on the screen.
That's too bad. I mean, the whole point of collecting tons of data is to give you the insights that you need when you need them to make targeted, data-driven business decisions faster, right? At Reltio, we built a modern data management platform in the cloud that instantly unlocks the true value of your data so you can focus on your business and your customers.
Yes, so here again the person's name will come on this particular mug. The company, this is of Realtio basically.
It all starts with reliable data. Reltio ensures that your data will be correlated consistently across your systems. This means you'll always have a complete and accurate picture. This allows Reltio to deliver real-time insights that are personal to you and aligned with your company's targets. And with these relevant insights, Reltio will automatically recommend intelligent actions or take action for you automatically so you'll always be on track to meet your goals. Which always keeps you and your company one step ahead. Reliable data, relevant insights, recommended actions. Reltio. Give us a call to see how you can be right faster.
Yes. This was a B2B example where you are using, you're talking about the certain features, so they're giving data services. So very smartly, it's kind of concept remains the same in which you are using it, but it's more intelligent wherein you are adding the objects in it. There's a storyline, and then you are adding the personalized elements. So that definitely gives a thrill to the particular uh, user who's using it. Yeah, that yeah, my name and this is being used, and this is something very specific because excuse me, in B2B you have to be specific. Without being specific, there can't be any B2B sale. So this is targeting those some data driven. So obviously companies who require it are in the B2B domain or have a really large scale of operations. So that would particularly work out for them. Next, we'll have our type is a call to action. So you have a personalized video where you have a call to action.
Hello, Claire. Whatever your plans are, a Barclay loan could help. Because you bank with us, you can get an idea how much you could borrow.
So here, Claire again is the person there that they are referring. Could be anyone in the database. So these all have been added later. Obviously, when this is short, then it is like this movie blanket, and this all these elements are added. So this is very cleverly done. This was one of the most popular personalized video campaign in the world by Barclays. So sure, we'll just review it. This is very interesting.
Borrow before you apply. So, if you're thinking of buying a new car, a Barclays loan could get you on the road. Or perhaps you want to get some home improvement plans off the ground. Also, if you have other card and loan balances, you could use a Barclays loan to bring them all under control in one easy-to-manage monthly payment. And because we know you, if you apply through Barclays online banking, or if you're on the move with the Barclays mobile banking app, we can often transfer the money into your Barclays account instantly to see how much your monthly repayments could
Your Claire name, but now this loan amount will change again with the data of they have of that person. You will be having a very, I mean, say, this is, in this case, obviously it's a bank, so you have that financial base of data, but it can be used even in, say, services based, or even say, like, for example, in edtech. So you have used a particular, I mean, your services in terms of some course or something you have. So say you have a data marketing or something course like that in your doing, so it will say, okay, you've done this course, so something more you can apply, use in that. So in this, I would feel this is an additional element because you're moving beyond, say, a name and city and all, which is just like in email marketing, we used to just have that element where you just replace that. So now, obviously, in the video it's come, but it has to go more beyond that. That is where this particular thing is a little bit more advanced, where it is using a different, very personal domain of the, I mean, a metric for that particular data.
be. Just scroll down once this film is finished. And if you'd like to apply, go online, use the Barclays mobile banking app, or give us a call, and we'll be happy to help.
So this was related to the call to action for thing. Next we'll have related to a greeting. So you're greeting the particular on a particular occasion. You are giving a personalized greeting to your audience.
You mean a lot to us. And this year, my company really wanted to show you our appreciation.
So this is basically Vidyard, and they are themselves into this. They are just showcasing how they particular make these particular videos for their customers. So they have this particular technology.
So we all got together and said, let's go big. Let's go sky high. Let's go for the razzle dazzle. It turned into a company-wide event. Sales sure got on board.
Again, these elements, and they are very well weaved into the storyline. As you can see, you are having different places to place it, and it's a different context. So with the name, it's going beyond that and giving that personalized experience to the user.
Marketing got really excited. Some were even a little obsessed. Even the operations team got into the spirit. In fact, with so many great ideas, I began to worry that my gesture was too small, too insignificant. I feared that my humble message would only get lost in the spectacle and commotion of so much razzle-dazzle. Then I remembered. I live next to an airfield. Happy holidays!
Yes, that particular name that you see again, it will be the person name. So such a special effect, like the whole plane is making that message for the person. So again, it adds, because if that cinematic element has to be there, people are influenced by all these movies and video based content, so that creates that dramatic element, which again wins you a lot of um, loyalty, because the brand loyalty is something, again, with the connection they feel, they will generate that. Great. So next I will come to where um, your app usage is being monitored by a particular company, and then it's creating a data around. So this was the one of the most popular. It's a little bit older, but it was used how like the Nike watch, smartwatch was used. So I'll just take you through it. You all would have got a similar this thing from Facebook. So Facebook or any of these platforms, they are looking at how you are consuming. So you're giving out a lot of media to them. You put photos, you put videos, you are interacting with certain pages, and also that data points they are using, and then they're creating this kind of a personalized video for you and showing you your journey basically. So that's a very another special personal experience created. So it's showing you've achieved something like these in smartwatches and all the fitness-based apps. When you're logging in your data, it shows you that experience. So this media, this kind of this is completely automated. It is with data and animation that we are using, and this is a very, I mean, interesting way where you're using the app usage. So how this your app is collecting data and then creating a personalized video for you. So there are certain things which increase when you have this personal video based messages that are going. So in this, you have your normal email marketing, you have messaging and all this thing where they are using personalized elements for data, because they're just pulling in the text and then they create a particular, so your name and your city or whichever, all these data points are mentioned, and then they are you're put into segments, and then um, a messaging is sent to you. But now the same thing can be sent in a video format. So what this does is like it when this messaging is done in email, so the open rates increase. Then in say you are giving a link to a page, then the click through rates increase, and then the engagement again. You made the person feel special, and he then has a feeling that he owes it to you to give you a review or give you a good testimonial or something. So all these things then flow. Uh, as I said, event, invitation, holiday, greetings, and all these things is okay. It's because it's part of your customer relations management where you can use personalized videos. Also, purchase follow-ups can be created. Now, when you have advertising happening, what is happening in remarketing, and you are going to Amazon and you have gone to certain products, so you see a banner ad being created with all those products when you're going to some, so that kind of remarketing can be used in a video format also. So are we looking at like going forward that when you have a remarketing, the same thing can be like uh, form on a video, an automated video ad can be created with that product. So the product's visuals are going up and down and whatever. So that can be used in going forward into like remarketing as well. So personalized videos, basically they have been, as of now, what have been covered, like you've seen live action ones, animated one, and then there are also pure text based. So pure text based, as I said, is fully automated in terms of like just a flow is shown of the particular messaging. So these are the kind of formats as of now that we have. Awesome. So next in us will be joined by Abdul Khalid. And first, let him in, and he will also share his views on personalized video marketing.
Hi guys, this is Abdul here. Hi
Yeah,
Nikhil, how are
just
you?
1 second.
Yeah,
Hi,
sure.
Abdul.
Yeah, it was really
Just
interesting everything that you said, and it's yeah, there's a lot of ways this can really change the way we market to the industries in future. So really interesting insights, and the way big companies are trying to personalize all the content. So it was good. I was
absolutely.
listening to all of it. Yeah,
So I'll just give an introduction of Abdul to the particular audience. So Abdul is basically founder of Growth Leap. It's India's first growth hacking agency. Abdul has been a growth hacker for a period of 8 years and has been a beta tester for some of the social media platforms' advertising channels. In addition to this, he has been a chief of growth for Innovexix, the tongue twister, and
yeah,
Think Digital.
yeah, and
Vex,
think
okay,
digital.
okay.
Yeah,
And Think Digital. His role involves him to constantly interact with subject matter experts, premier stakeholders, and CEOs all around the globe. This has led him to consult businesses for unique models of growth and drive real, agile, disruptive value. Great.
yeah.
So thanks for joining us, Abdul. So we'll just start like
Thanks for
your
having me,
views. Like,
Nikhil. Yeah.
thanks for coming. Actually.
Hmm.
So you have obviously a lot of experience in the different kind of campaigns that are being used by
Yeah.
the companies, and obviously with increased budgets and the growth, I mean
Hmm.
the advancement of technology, now we are seeing these personalized video campaigns also happening. And you work with a lot of international clients, so I think maybe you will
Yeah.
be a right person to how maybe they have used it or your experience in the industry in general. So can you take
Yeah.
us through like your views on this and how this is coming out, personalized video based marketing?
Yeah. So yeah, the things are slowly shifting all around, the way we market, right? But video marketing is here to stay. Is one thing, that all, irrespective of any industry that you're in, video marketing has come and is in this strong domain that is influencing and engaging customers, right? Whether it be B2B, B2C, or any other thing that you're trying to do. So there's a lot of different things, but I think predominantly right now what we are looking at is, right, we're looking at two types of, we're looking at short form content and we're looking at long form content, right? And both of them are equally important, but what is one of the most important things in both the content is the first few seconds, right? The first Facebook says 6 seconds and Google says 3 seconds, right? To establish something called a micro moment, as in a hook onto your video marketing, right? And that is where all the personalization comes in, because if you have ways where you have custom audiences, emails, and you have that enough data, and you can put in that data in the first few 3 to 6 seconds, you can establish a moment for that particular customer that you're trying to reach out to, right? So yeah, I mean, everybody knows now, right? Instagram Reels is the thing in India right now. If you're looking at B2C customers and you have a good particular product and things like that. And if you look all around the globe, we're looking at Snapchat metrics, we're looking at TikTok metrics, and all the other social media platforms as well. Not saying that Snapchat doesn't really work for India. Instagram Reels, I mean, Instagram Stories really works for India. And if you look at the Middle East, it's more so Snapchat. And you look at a global perspective, it's TikTok. Now you might have a question with me saying, the user base of these particular social platforms. But if you look into the deep metrics of it, in United States alone, around 39% of the users in TikTok are above the age of 39, right? So you can also look at some amount of B2B marketing there instead of just looking at LinkedIn itself, right? And going tracking back to personalized video marketing campaigns, it is very crucial in the first 6 seconds. It doesn't matter if you're trying to impart value or you're trying to get somebody to click to your website and buy, but the first 6 or the 3 seconds create something so called a micro moment. This was coined by Google in the past few years, and they said that micro moments are the things that are going to be establishing whether you engage your customers or not. And everybody's doing because of the video marketing, that Facebook is pushing video marketing right now. TikTok, the only way they'll allow you on the platform is by a 9:16 ratio of video marketing, and Snapchat as well, right? So yeah, Facebook is pushing video, and the ways you can create these micro moments are through videos. And the first 6 seconds, you like and let me give you an example of a micro moment. If you look at your phone to check the time, that's a micro moment. If you look at the phone to text somebody you love, that's a micro moment. That's the same thing you got to go through with the video marketing ads and through personalization. You want the customer to say, I want to learn more. That's a micro moment you want to establish. And that's where personalization really comes in to the factor where we're looking at huge companies, especially something like Spotify, right? They do a lot of remarketing campaigns based on personalization. From whatever I have seen, right? They do a remarketing campaign based through Instagram story ads for a year's playlist, right? They do it for users who have gone on premium and who have left. So they do some amount of audio as well. So there are like two streams, there's video and there's audio as well. So audio is something that is also going to be huge in the future that we are looking at. And yes, around 30% of the searches in Google are on audio right now, and having a video and audio content together, and if you could personalize all of this, is something that we're looking at for the future to come. Yeah.
Um, so Abdul, for
Hmm.
advertising, I mean the digital advertising where you have the ad networks used and banner ads and those
Hmm.
that kind of like normal like a video obviously created for that.
Hmm.
So where do you think the personalized, like what stage are we of giving a personalized ad for a particular audience through an ad platform?
Okay, so that's a really interesting question, Nikhil, to ask. At the end of the day, the ad platforms like Facebook, Snapchat, and TikTok, and all of them, right, and Google as well, they do have your data, right? At the end of the day, they do know your name, and they also do know maybe your location, maybe your age as well, right? And depending on how much you've shared. So it really depends on how much these ad platforms are gonna let users like us, gonna let marketers like us use that particular data. Like me and you both know that if Facebook comes out with an option to use the customer's name in my ad, everybody's gonna get on there and put in as much money as possible, right? Right now, in terms of personalization, uh, the social platforms do not want the customers to feel that their data is being sold, right? Although they do have their entire data, they do not want to let the customers know. That is the main reason that unique personalization hasn't hit the markets yet. Although all the ad platforms have that data, they can give it to us marketers, and we can do wonders with that data. It all depends on the ad platforms as to how they are gonna let marketers use this data without letting without constricting their customers. Because at the end of the day, what social
Mhm.
platforms want is they want retention and they want time on the social
Mhm.
platforms, and the ads that generally
One
work
thing
are,
at
yeah.
a prospect level, that could
Hmm.
be people find it a little bit creepy at a
Hmm.
prospect level. Like if your name
Yeah.
is being taken in an advertisement. Now, once you're a customer and then the
Hmm.
messaging that's happening, they're fine
Yeah,
with
that
that
is fine.
because they are
Yeah,
using.
that is fine.
But
Yeah.
that is something, and that is why all this controversy
Hmm.
surrounding WhatsApp and all, because they don't
Yeah.
want that kind of targeting when you're not a user. Maybe that is the reason
Yeah.
why it's not. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Any other point you want to make on this, the advertising bit?
Yeah, as I was saying, it all if you're a B2B company or a B2C company, right? It all depends on the amount of data you have and how you've collected it, right? You can go make custom audiences on Facebook, and you can do amazing account-based marketing with LinkedIn as well, right? And you can really personalize there, even to your prospects, or even to remarket it, or a post-purchase upsell to your customers. So it all depends on how you're going to use the data that you have at your end. But in terms of personalizing as a get-go, it all depends on that platforms. There are a few companies that are doing it. They do it through email marketing campaigns. You click on that, and a specialized video comes out. We kind of have done it as well. We have done it through email marketing campaigns, where we just put the name onto the email template, onto the video of the email template, and it used to come. HubSpot does it. Hootsuite, sorry, not HubSpot. Hootsuite does it, at a very good level for their some amount of their presentations, and they have like this huge presentation gig with all of this data, and they personalize it in the end. So yeah, a few companies do it. It is not easy to do as well, and one of the main things here that you also got to keep in mind is you want to let the user know that you know them, but also not be creepy at the same time. You can't go like,
Exactly.
oh, your age is 36, I know it, tomorrow is your birthday. So he'd kind of freak out there.
Yeah. So that's where, like, I mean, it can be used smartly. So it's like you don't, you're using like certain personal elements, so they know about you. So your browsing history. So on
Yeah.
Facebook, like if you are putting about romantic related novels you read, or certain likes
Hmm.
on certain
Hmm.
content like that, then it is
Hmm.
putting out those ads from Netflix, some romantic movies coming and all.
Exactly,
So
yeah.
it's something like that is a personal data, but it's not like
Hmm.
it's something, it's indirect. It
Yeah.
wherever it kind of is direct, then people
Hmm.
they
It'll
don't
be,
want, and especially in a
yeah.
video format, it'll be even more, it'll freak out people.
Yeah, it would be even more like so much. So
Yeah,
so it's like
right.
industry, you gotta kind of wait and watch as to who's gonna do what, and what's gonna work and what's not gonna work. Definitely, we are seeing so many campaigns like you shared and things like that. For India, right now, with the Instagram reels going on, I'm really interested and looking forward to how they are gonna monetize that aspect, because the engaging and the time that they are using there at that particular Instagram reels, the metrics are really high. So like, how are they gonna like personalize, like you said, if somebody sees like a romantic reel or something like that, or couple goes or something like that,
Hmm.
what's going to be the next ad there is something that we got to wait and watch, because that is some amount of personalization as well. And with all the video ads, what is actually kind of diminishing is the ad copy. That was so important. Like a few years back, ad copies were the thing. What's going to be my first word, what's going to be what colors, and what emojis we're going to use. So the ad copy is actually kind of diminishing, right? So it's all going to be you're just going to get like 6 to 8 seconds to actually make a statement, because one of the things with ad copy is the mind reads very fast,
Hmm.
and on an ad you can like get to know what it is in the first few seconds, and the mind reads fast, and it's registered in your subconscious. With all of the ads moving full screen, and our phones changing every day, and lives changing, and of course we're looking at wearables too, to personalize things like that, like you just showed the Nike Run, right? So yeah, it's an interesting space to watch, and with a lot of technologies that are there to leverage. And us marketers, for us marketers, the more data we get, the more easier it is to grow a brand, from what we've seen. But yeah, at the same time, there is certain amount of emotional aspect that we try to get out, with the clients, even in terms of personalization, that we don't let it get too personalized, but have like
Hmm.
a general metric over there. So yeah, like you said, that's what I wanted to add to that.
That's right. So Abdul, anything you can give, like an example of like any interesting campaign or something which you have seen or maybe worked on, or something that is around this topic within the personalized video marketing?
Between personalized video marketing, so uh yes, we've done a few. I don't know if I can share all of them, but I'm working
Yeah,
on one right
like
now.
not name anyone, just like
Yeah, yeah,
some
yeah.
like in this industry or something, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so we're working on one right now. We're working on a retail store, all right? and we're trying to we're not trying to go too niche into the personalization, but we're trying to personalize around lunch and dinner, right? And we're trying to personalize the delivery of the ad around the time. And it's not like a retail store, it's like a cafe type of thing. And it's a very new concept, but it is something it's like a dessert type of thing that's had after lunch, after lunch or dinner. So what we're trying to do right now is, we're trying to deliver the ad. One ad is after lunch and one ad is after dinner. And it's like, yeah, it's interesting what we're trying to do, because we're trying to, get the campaigns running here, get the campaigns running there, and merge it and see how the customer data is. This is, at the end of the day, we're trying to optimize the ads to store visits, right? Physical store visits. So, getting the quick, FOMO, and get them there. And that is one personalization that we're trying to run. For for this cafe store that I'm working on. In terms of B2B, we have done incredible amounts of personalization for only account-based marketing metrics. We used to work with a data company before, and of course, they had like a few small accounts, a few big accounts. So what we did there was, we shot a user generated content, right? So since we're talking about video, we shot some amount of user generated video content, and had the CEO speak in there as well. And at the end of the day, we personalized in terms of the company name, right? We did not personalize in terms of the CEO's name or the particular, but we personalized those ads in terms of the company name. So yeah, that is one thing that we ran, and we ran it for LinkedIn ads, brands, promotions. The general funnel, our funnel, and that was the promotion. And in the end, what generally happened was, instead of putting out a video ad, a personalized video ad to a particular prospect, what happened was, we did get the emails, so we just shot out very personalized emails and stuff like that. And that's how generally B2B works. If you're talking about e-commerce and things like that, frankly, whatever I recommend my clients is, to remarket in a very personalized way, if to like to the cart abandoned guys and all of that. So if they've and one of the main things, yes, we are talking about personalized video marketing, but one of the things that's taking over the e-commerce industry right now is the personalized SMS marketing as well, right? You have so many apps and all of that, and they personalize it, and they create customized coupon codes and personalized like that, and referral codes, and it's all personalized as well. Like if I went to and abandoned the cart, I'd get a coupon code saying Abdul 10, right? So yeah, we're looking at those type of metrics, and that's the amount of personalization we are hitting right now. Of course, yes, we looked at Spotify's campaigns, and that was really personalized, but it all depends on the data at the end of the day.
That's right. So there's a question basically. There are two industries who have done very well post COVID is edtech and gaming. So what do you feel like in terms of this same personalized video campaign for edtech? Any kind of, you have like a concept or idea how it can be used for edtech? We'll start with edtech.
Yeah, so yeah, talking about edtech, I actually worked on a edtech, like on an edtech company's proposal like last week, and it was really interesting to see, because all of the metrics are going like way above. So talking like that, talking about video, we're looking at YouTube there, and how we can personalize there is one interesting concept that we came up with. And there are, of course, you have custom audiences on Facebook, and uh, I don't know about the extent of Google, but yeah, there is a way we were looking at. One of our guys was looking at Google as well. So yeah, we're looking at YouTube, but to personalize to prospects is a little hard. But we are trying to personalize in terms of the streams. So of course, it depends on what course you're trying to sell. So personalize according to that. We have subject matter experts, so you're personalizing according to that as well, and all of that there.
That's right. So maybe your experience where is also my idea. One would be that
Yeah.
as per the usage. So like when even on LinkedIn learning you go, so they say that what is the path you want, what do you want to become? So I want to become a data
Hmm.
engineer. So these are the courses. So
Yeah.
say he's used a certain course and all, and then you have a mini video playing out that you already have done this and in slide format kind of thing. And
Yeah.
that again, like you can use your names and this
Hmm.
all those elements in that, and
Yeah.
it is like you've covered. So there again, edtech will work out.
Hmm.
Next would be gaming. What is your anything for gaming?
Um, Gaming again, you can there are I mean, the gaming industry in itself is like very user generated content,
Hmm.
right? You have like platforms like Twitch, and you have Facebook gaming that's coming up and things like
Hmm.
that. So in terms of personalizing there's you can look at something like Fortnite and all of that, and they're coming up with their own user skins, and they're trying to market those. And really, the
Yes.
content of the game is what they're pulling out and personalizing and marketing that, right? You can and that is what that they generally the gaming industry has been that has been booming because of that, because of the amount of user generated content, again videos again. And going from like PS4 to consoles to coming to like mobile, PUBG and Call of Duty, all of those and Tencent gaming, right? All of these things are really changing the way people are gaming as well. So like PUBG in itself, right? It used to some of its campaigns was with a few well-known celebrities, right? And it used to release those campaigns, as a kind of like a drip campaign here and there. So that was really interesting to watch. And yeah, once I could say that through an app, personalized marketing is easier. But if you have like a website or something like that, it again depends on the data. So for apps it is generally easier, and for data it is like a little tougher. So when we talk about gamings and all of that, the networks are pretty good. Twitch is a really good platform as well. So yeah, that's what I think about that. And yeah, we could see what those platforms have to offer, right? And we are looking at a few like there's lots of supplement channels that are coming up between the gaming and the ad delivery. And there are lots of small companies coming up in the middle as to how to deliver the ads to those particular gaming apps, specifically with all the
Hmm.
amount of apps coming up. So it's interesting what these incubators or these supplementers are trying to do with their ad delivery networks, with the demand supply platform and the supply side platforms. And they do, from what I know, like one of the founders I spoke to last week, he was the CEO of this particular demand side platform. And they do give advertisements to gaming apps, and there is some amount of personalization. Of course they do have the data, but they don't let it go to the user. But there is some amount of personalization and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's right. Even Discord, the like a
Mm.
community on the
Yeah, Discord.
gaming,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and so much of user generated because that is a indirectly like a personalized. I mean, people want to. I mean, there won't be like giving them a personalized video from the brand. It's like from one particular really loyal community of that game or something. Then they can put out the content to similar gamers
Mm-hmm.
or something. So there is a lot of scope within gaming. I mean, of within personalized, I would say would be the user generated content
Yeah.
itself. So, what do you feel like in terms of the market now? You say in India, are there any brands who are actually doing this kind of invested in the technology and are reaching out? Is it there in India?
Not too many brands. From what I've seen, a few smaller brands do it, and a few brands focused on B2B do it really well. Right? They put out like good videos, testimonials, and they focus in on a few accounts. Of course, they're trying to crack big accounts here. But in terms of the mass media, right? I don't see too many. I don't see too many guys trying to do it. Of course, in a way, it is very generalized, like a brand. they can do it for Women's Day and only personalize to women of this particular age and demography. But in terms of user personalization, going to the nitty gritties, I don't see too many companies doing it right now. I think one of the main things that come in here is, again, the customer asking, how is this, how did they get my data? And that's
Mm.
something that Facebook also doesn't comply with, right? So if us marketers find out a way, again, Facebook has to agree to that as well. And what
Mm.
Facebook wants is it wants users to stay on the platform. So if something's gonna scare the customer off, especially in
Yeah.
United States and the United Kingdom, right? The past few laws that have been passed, it has made, again, with iOS 14 and as the with the update as well, right? A lot of stuff is shifting around this data, and that is making it harder and harder for companies to personalize. The way I see the future for this personalized marketing, to be really honest, is through an account-based marketing module, right? And
Mm.
of course, remarketing and custom audiences as well.
Yes. Yes.
But for the future, I can see, I can now, the way things are, I can say an account based marketing module would work really well, because you can also target the top profiles and have their names in your videos and stuff like that. But in terms of mass media, I don't see too many people doing it. Of course, you have email marketing campaigns that are always personalized, but that is a whole different ball game altogether, because that gets into spam. So yeah, that's what I think,
That's
Nikhil.
right.
What do you think of that?
Yes. No, I agree with it in terms of the technology is capturing the
Mhm,
data, but how it can
mhm,
be used. So it's something like even the companies, like even if you give them a free run, will they use it properly? Because the thing is that
mhm.
government agency has to then be monitoring that particular thing.
Yeah.
Um, what do you feel like in um, going forward in the
Mhm,
element of, say, the personalization for B2B
mhm,
specifically,
mhm,
where it is feature based and you are talking about this thing. So, can you be, when you're communicating with a business, so I'm talking to the
mhm,
CEO's business, so there can you be more personal in terms of that? Because in the B2C, then it's something like the personal space being this thing that some
mhm,
certain
mhm.
personal details are coming out in that. So,
Yeah.
do you think in B2B it's easier to do it because you can make any kind of messaging you can design as for the really personal data?
Yeah, I think for personalized video marketing, B2B is the future, right? And like there are brands that do it all the time, and to Microsoft and all the bigger accounts that they generally try to cut. Really good teams, that work marketing in the sales department and who are very headstrong on account-based marketing with the sales navigator. They do it. I've seen them do it as well, and it generally works. It generally works.
That's right. Yeah, the bigger companies, they have to, end of the day, they have to pioneer. They are the ones
Yeah.
who will bring in the new things in the market with respect to technology and marketing technology in general. So awesome. So I think great. We will wrap it up. Anything, Abdul, you want to share with the audience about yourself, your company in general?
I mean, yeah, so that's what Growth Leap does. It looks at ways to grow you. So this is something that we've always encountered with our clients. We do recommend it to a certain aspect, but not too much. I mean, of course, again, if it's a B2B, it's a service company, it's an IT company, and things like that. Video. One of the main cons about the video is, the production is essentially it's a little expensive, right? And to
Hmm.
personalize for a long term for a lot of clients, it gets really expensive, because you have to handle those amount of that amount of data and keep it segregated and make sure no mishap happens. So that's one con that we
Hmm.
see. And in terms of video marketing itself and user generated content for personalization, that's what we recommend. uh, it's startsome, in terms of, a user will easily leave a review online through some text, but if he has to take a video, you're looking at, from 10 people, you're looking at 2 people taking the video. So yeah, that's what we do. And yeah, Growthly has consulted, a few clients based on this as well. And personalization is the future. To be honest, it is the future for a lot of brands, and we see a lot of startups coming up with like spaces where they just personalize products, personalize this, personalize that, personalize according to your needs and your habits, right? Spotify being, one of the thing where they personalize playlists, and Apple does that as well, looking at Spotify and things like that. So yeah, things like that, and it all depends on the amount of AI that God is going to bestow on us at the end of the day, and what we're going to do at the end of the day with those things. So yeah, that's what growth leap we do at growth leap, right? Intelligent growth design is what we try to focus on, and the design, the creativity behind these things, the micro moments, trying to hook them within the first 6 seconds, and trying to generate leads or sales, and the pre-sales or the post-sales experience and the entire digital CX. So leveraging technology to actually grow your business to a self-growth module, because at the end of the day, word of mouth and user generated content is the best form of marketing, is what we believe, and that's what we try to focus on. So yeah, that's to give you a brief gist about growth week.
That's it. So thanks, Abdul, for
Yeah.
joining us on this discussion on personal video marketing. So basically, I would like to tell the audience. So the marketing intelligence is you've got a channel on YouTube also, and we've created a
Yeah.
lot of podcast related content. I mean, the format in terms of people coming discussing on different as per the industry they're working in marketing, or certain aspects of marketing that their technologies that are used, So it is some great content if you're a marketing student or you're a student in general in marketing, you have your business or job or whatever. So this is some really interesting content, and if you're getting a back end, like people like Abdul who have done these kind of campaigns, they are giving you this their opinions and their views on this thing. And let's say the back end, like telling you about the back end, how these things work out.
Yeah,
So
really.
that's
So
it.
you're trying to spill
So,
the beans here, somehow there are a few things that if somebody really goes through
yes,
this,
yes,
I can crack a few things, So whoever's
definitely.
going through
Yes,
it will definitely know. Yeah.
yes, the campaign, there are definitely those campaigns. If they take your services, they will, can really execute them, and you can take the maximum. So if you consult with
Hmm.
Abdul, then you can, you can tell you things more in detail, definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
So thank you. Thanks a lot for joining, and thanks the audience for joining us. It
Hmm.
was great having you all. Thanks for joining us for this live session. And until the next time, I'll see you all. Thank you. See you. Bye.
Thank you so much for having me, Nikhil. Take care. It was great talking to you.
Great. Thanks a lot. Okay. Bye.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you.
Bye, bye guys.